Hey, what's up, guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So, Fear the Walking Dead Season 5 is a few months away from premiering, and I have made several videos covering certain characters and whether or not I believe they will die in this upcoming season. Now, with the character of June, I think it's possible that she could die in Season 5. You could argue that that's a little too early for her. She's a fairly new character like John, Althea, Charlie, and others. She was just introduced last season in Season 4, but I mean, there are characters that only last 2 years. I mean, hell, there's a lot of characters that only last 1 year. June could be the next Bob. She could, be in most of Season 4 and then die near the beginning of 5 or something to that effect. I don't know exactly how much of her story is over, or how much of her story arc, character development, how much those things are completed. She's still kind of mysterious. There's still some things about her that we don't know. And I think that will be explored in Season 5. I still think she has some story left. She has some character development. Even if she dies in Season 5, I would almost guarantee she won't die in the first few episodes. Maybe the middle. She could die in the mid-finale, Episode 8. She could die at some point in the back half. She could make it to Season 6, but I don't think she will make it to Season 7. I feel like she'll be dead by season 7. I think between Season 5 and Season 6, she's going to die in one of those. I think John Dorie will outlive her. I just think John Dorie is a much better, more interesting, more engaging character than her. I mean, I think she's a good character. I think the actress plays her well. But I mean, with the franchise, with both shows and how they just constantly kill characters, I mean, you gotta think, how they basically killed Travis to surprise the fans. The same thing with Nick and Madison, same thing with Carl in The Walking Dead. Sometimes it's just about a shocking little twist to get everyone talking. Oh, that character died. I didn't see that coming. And I mean, they could do that with anyone. They could do that with Morgan. But I hope not. I mean, I'm going to make a video about Morgan and my thoughts on him dying, but I don't think he'll die in Season 5, and I hope not. June, in my eyes, is a little bit more expendable. I think that in Season 5, if she got the right story, if she got the right character development, her death could easily be set up. She could die saving someone like Charlie or John or Morgan or Alicia. Maybe she feels a little guilty about what happened with Madison, and she wants to atone for that. Maybe I kind of feel like she was setting out on a redemption, on a path of redemption at the end of Season 4. That's one of the reasons why she just easily went along with Morgan's plan to just stay where they were at and look for people and save people and help people. I think that's a part of the reason why she supports that plan, because she wants to atone for her own mistakes. And some of those we know about, some of those we might not know about. Some of the things that she talked about, we didn't see in a flashback or anything. So it's possible that we could get more June flashbacks in Season 5. But it's also possible that she could get killed. I think that she could die in a heroic fashion, trying to atone for something she did wrong, something that she feels guilty about. She could save Alicia. She could save John Dorie or Morgan. Those would be some good ones. She could die saving Charlie's. All I know for sure is that someone will die in Season 5. I don't think they'll go the whole season without a sad or major death. They could just kill off a more expendable character like Sarah or Wendell. I'd be okay with Charlie dying if it's done right. It needs to be done right. I mean, killing a character that young who's like 12 or 13, you kind of have to be a little tasteful about it, because it's pretty much PG-13 television, and there's only so much that the executives will accept. It would be something along the lines of the episode The Grove, where Lizzie and Mika die, or the episode in Season 6 where Sam dies. It's going to be sort of tasteful, and they could do it. But honestly, with June, out of all the possible options for a death in Season 5, I think she is one of the more likely possibilities. I could see her making it to season 6. I could see her being a 3-year character. I don't see her making it to season 7. I mean, the writers of this show are always hell-bent on a bloodbath. I mean, season 3 killed everyone. And yeah, I think that she's just one of the more likely deaths. I think John Dorie is too early. Morgan would just be a slap in the face. Alicia, Strand, and Luciana, I mean, they're the only characters from the first 3 years, unless they bring back Troy alive, and of course they're going to bring back Daniel, so maybe there's a little room for someone like Strand or Luciana to die. But June, yeah, I mean, in June they could kill off June. It would really upset John, and it would make John angry and sad and vengeful, and maybe someone kills June, and John goes on this big killing spree, this big path of revenge, wanting to avenge her death, because, you know, he really loves her. I mean, they love each other, and that's another reason why I think June could die. I mean, they kind of had a happy ending in season 4. They had a happy ending. They're a little happy right now. They're together. They're in love. They're in a relationship. It's The Walking Dead. One of them's going to get killed. I mean, that's pretty much how it works. I mean, Rick and Michonne were together, and they lived a long time. I mean, Rick disappeared, so I guess he could come back. Maggie and Glenn were together for a long time. But, I mean, there's also others like Sasha and Abraham, and their lips connect, and instantly Abraham dies. Or, you know, Dwight and Laura in the comics, you know, they get back together instantly. Dwight dies. Karen and Tyrese, he doesn't even get to kiss her, and she dies. I mean, romance basically is like you can't have romance in these shows. It's punishable by death. It really is. It's like a law. You can't have romance. You can't be romantically involved with someone in one of these shows because the punishment is death. So I don't think John Dorie will die in season 5. I think he is 100% safe. He will not die. June, I think she's expendable. I think killing off June could be a good way to develop or strengthen John Dorie's character. I mean, there's got to be some sort of drama with June and John Dorie. I don't want to see a whole season of them being this happy couple, like the Happy Days all season. And I don't want to see them having like drama, like relationship issues. They just seem like they love each other so much that they're just gonna have this pure happiness and joy, and you can't have that forever. I mean, I guess if there's enough shit going on, then maybe they're busy dealing with that. You know, they're a couple, but they're still busy dealing with a lot of shit, and maybe they could just surf all the way through the season without dying if they're dealing with enough problems, and if they're not happy enough, that they could stay alive that way. But if they're really happy and they're just together and they're madly in love, yeah, that's punishable by death. And there's no way John's going to die in season 5. It's too early for him. He's too good of a character, just too awesome, too much of a fan favorite. Killing him in season 5 would just be a loss of a lot of potential of a character, and we don't need that right now because we're still recovering from Madison and Nick. You leave John Dorie alone. You need John Dorie, I think he's safe for season 5. Hopefully season 6. He could die in season 7. I think June will either die in season 5 or season 6. And for me, it could be really a flip of a coin. It just depends on the direction they take her character. Like I said, if she's unhappy, you know, being unhappy. Michael Cudlitz once said, "If you want to survive The Walking Dead, be unhappy." Your character needs to be unhappy. So if there's something that makes June and John unhappy, they could be a couple and they could survive season 5. But if they're really, really happy, I think June will die and John Dorie will be upset and angry, and that'll give him character development and a story that could carry on to season 6 and 7 and develop him. He could be like the next Maggie Green, where the death of his lover really shapes him and hardens him into this sort of slightly improved character, but maybe a little more vengeful and just like tough and more willing to make the hard choices, which Maggie kind of became after Glenn died. I mean, just think of how quickly she hanged Gregory and when she killed Saviors, etc. when she tried to kill Negan a billion times, etc. That could happen with John Dorie, and it could make his story interesting, and it could develop his character. So I don't know for sure if June will die in season 5. For me, it's a 50-50 chance. She's either going to die in season 5 or season 6. If we get June in season 7 of Fear, yeah, I mean, consider myself surprised. I'm not against it, but I really feel like she's I don't know. She's either going to die in season 5 or 6. And like I said, it depends on where they take her character. When I see her, if I see her in the season 5 trailer or the first episode of season 5, if I see what she's doing in her dialogue and her story and stuff like that, I might be able to narrow down my predictions a little bit more and decide whether she'll die in 5 or 6. But I definitely think it'll be 5 or 6, and I'm not sure which one, but season 5 will no doubt have a significant death, a sad death. It could be June, it could be Strand, it could be Luciana. I mean, they have to make Luciana a character first. It could be Charlie, it could be Sarah, it could be Wendell, it could be Troy, I guess. Hopefully not Troy. If Troy is alive, I want him to make it to like season 10, like 20. I don't know, but someone's gonna die. Hopefully not more. It better not be Morgan or Alicia. I feel like those are the top 2 characters you need to keep around until like season 50 of Fear the Walking Dead. But with June, it's either gonna be 5 or 6, and I'll have a better idea of which one I think it'll be in the future, maybe with the release of the trailer or we get the first handful of episodes of season 5 months from now. Maybe I'll be able to make a better prediction video on her. But as it stands right now, I think June will either die in season 5 or season 6. Anyway, that's all I got for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I make 1 to 2 Walking Dead videos per day, so please hit that subscribe button. Right now, I am trying to get to 300 subscribers in the next few months. Right now, we are at 269, so just remember, every subscriber counts. So yeah, hopefully we can get to 300 in the next few months. I appreciate all the help and support. And with all that said, I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye!